Now, I have to confess that I'm not trained in theatre, and I never expected to be able to be in the position I'm in. And I think actually that's an asset for me, because I've been working in theatre now for about 30 years and I've never lost my enthusiasm and my feeling that I'm very lucky to be doing what I'm doing. I think maybe I might, had I taken that for granted, I might not have put the energy into it. I do. I always wanted to work in theatre, ironically. When I was at school, I was always acting in school plays, I was writing plays, writing poems and so on, and that's what I wanted to do. But then I went to university and decided to, on my parents' advice, to do a more conventional academic training. So I went to Dundee University to do a social science degree, and the first thing I did was go along to join the student drama group. But they were a bunch of people who I didn't really get on with, and they were doing plays I didn't really like, and so I just dropped out of it and had nothing to do with theatre for a long time. I left university, I trained as a teacher, and then I spent a year teaching English in a college. But I didn't really enjoy that, and I then got a job working for a community organisation that did community arts projects. And I started to get involved in things like drama training for play scheme mums, this sort of thing, and then started to do a bit of performing myself. And after that, for about 3 years or so, I got a job working in an arts association down in England, working on setting up community arts projects. So it's more organisational work, not actually working in the theatre. And then, I suppose the big change for me, I got the job of running a theatre in Edinburgh called Theatre Workshop. And I was there really to run the theatre, an arts centre, not direct plays, but I just thought I was commissioning people to do the work, and I thought I could do that. And I wanted to do it, and luckily I got away with it. I started directing this work, and I managed to do. Had the first production bombed, I might have just stopped there and then, but it didn't. It worked, and I just carried on and learned my craft there, and making a lot of mistakes, not knowing the whole thing about. I knew how I wanted to work with actors in the rehearsal room, but I didn't know anything about the whole production process, working with technicians, working with stage management and all that sort of thing that goes with putting a professional theatre show. And so I spent 5 years there, and then I did freelance work for a bit, and then I went to run another theatre, one in London, the Bloomsbury Theatre, and then I came back to Glasgow and I set up the Arches. That was a big breakthrough for me, really. I set that more or less single-handedly, established the Arches as this, what was then a fairly disused set of railway arches, and I wanted to use one of these arches to put on theatre shows. No money, always going to be, on a profit share, what we call a profit share basis, which is divvy up the box office, threadbare thing. But then we started to run nightclubs to pay for the theatre, and it developed from there, and I was there for 17 years, and now here I am at the Tron. So I always feel very lucky to be doing what I'm doing. I think it's a great privilege to earn your living, be involved in artistic, creative work. It's a tremendous honour, and it's never. I think that's why I always make sure any place I run in, there's always a great volume of work, a great sense of bustle and energy, because it's such a privilege to be doing that and to have a building where we can put on that work. But also I'm very aware of meeting the needs of an audience as well. I think that's crucial. I think the whole reason of the Tron, the whole reason for our existence is our audience, and we want to put on challenging work and create artistically exciting work, but we have to put on work which people in Glasgow want to come and see. And people in Glasgow actually want us to come and see a very wide range of work. There's different audiences for all types of work. So we have a fairly eclectic programme which responds to that, which puts on work for older people or for people who like experimental work, for visual work, and so on. But that's always a challenge, and always trying to find out what is the what is the play the next play people want to come and see, and every time we work on a new play, it's like starting all over again. So that's you never get fed up with doing it.